Every movement starts with a moment, a spark that turns into something bigger than anyone imagined. For us, that spark started right here in the East End, with a few people who saw the potential in this neighborhood, and they knew that together we could do more.
The East End had a lot of barriers and challenges: dilapidated and abandoned housing, sidewalks in disrepair, green space that's become overgrown and unkempt. There was a volunteer call for door knockers to go listen to neighbors in the East End, actually hear them and value them as citizens, as neighbors, align behind their vision for change, and then take action over time to see a community build itself from the inside out. That's how we even discovered Rob Carroll, the 1199 vision, South Heights as a great innovative school promising to walk with kids cradle to cradle. None of that would have been possible without East End residents lending their voice, lending their expertise, sharing their life experience, but then willing to take action.
The community was a proud community, had amazing kids, this canvas of just incredible potential. We wrapped ourselves around some kids here. We coined the term that we're not K through 5, we're K through life. When we did that, those kids succeeded. That's where the rubber hit the road and exciting work really started to form. It went from being a big idea to like, okay, these are priorities, these are strategies, let's get this done.
We were trying to build out the messaging and the concepts and take what was in Rob's head and take what was in Harlem Children's Zone and smash them together into something that was functional and that we could present to the community and advocate and garner financial support and all these things while also practicing the work.
The biggest challenge maybe was changing the mindset with Henderson, local government and community members and churches and schools that, yeah, we could pull this off. This could be done. We could be here as a community for every single child that lives here and change their potential outcome. I don't want to say potential. If we pull this off, we can change their life outcomes.
I still remember to this day, Rob and the entire South Heights team going to that graduation from Henderson County High School, those first 5 kids standing up and cheering when they had walked across that platform and received their diploma.
We had some kind of press conference there. We had all the students from South Heights come, people from local government, people that were funding us. That whole lot was just full of believers. At that point, I remember I got to say a few words, and at that point, I just, I remember getting a little emotional afterwards because I knew that was going to happen.
Those early days built more than an organization. They built relationships. Those relationships became the foundation we're still building on today. Today, AKZ looks quite a bit different than it did in those early days. We're growing, we're learning, we're listening. Every day, our neighbors come through our doors with challenges. But more importantly, they come with hope. And every day, we're standing here with them.
I am Diane Leachman. I am the aunt to Blessing Lewis, who is a part of the AKZ family. Haley and Erica are the ones that helped me get custody of my baby. They went to every court session. When I called them, they stop what they're doing and they come. They're very supportive. When I need them, they're always there. They're not judgmental, more or less like family. That's just how those ladies are. AKZ is a refuge. This is her safe haven. This is her home away from home. Her behavior is a whole lot better. AKZ has taught her how to be respectful, taught her manners, taught her how to stay focused, taught her how to be held accountable for her actions. She just was telling me that today, TT, I know how to respect people. AKZ taught me. She loves each and every one of the members here. Life without South Heights, life without AKZ, she couldn't dare to even finish that to not exist. I did not want to live on the east side. God sent the Comforter, which is the AKZ, to let me see the East Side as a place of hope, a place that can grow, where the unity and family can be drawn together, and we can have compassion on each other and learn to love each other and have hope with each other. It's the best thing that could have happened.
We're seeing lives change in ways that will ripple beyond one family, one street, or even one neighborhood. It's not about us doing the work for them. It's about the neighborhood coming together and walking beside each other as we build the future we want. The world's changing, and so are we. We've been listening, we've been dreaming, and we can't wait for what's next. Our vision for the future is bold. We see a strong, united community where families thrive through voice, opportunity, and collective strength.
The timeliness of this actually came out of a disruptive process. Things had gotten so rearranged that it was imperative that they become arranged correctly to be able to build first a foundation and then a structure that would last and make an impact for generations.
We came to an inflection point where we needed to rethink the direction that we were going, what our mission was, what our vision was.
Most people don't think deeply unless they're posed with a question. So we started there. Why does AKZ exist? What would be missing if AKZ weren't here? What is the dream for the East End? What's the dream for the neighborhood? What do the neighbors want? What's going to come out of this?
It has become much easier for us to explain who we are, why we're here, and to invite you to join us. We are focused on the children and their families and giving the opportunity for them to make plentiful and wise decisions and choices for themselves.
I just see AKZ as a part of this neighborhood being torchlighters and being ones who walk together with the neighborhood to bring light and continued hope to this neighborhood.
A thriving community where neighbors help neighbors, where neighbors participate in community discussions. Neighbors decide what they want for their community and their neighborhood. I see opportunities, I see businesses, playgrounds, children laughing. Isn't that what we want for our community? Isn't that what we want for our children? Now's the time to do something. Why wait? I'm going to work here where I can and use the talents that God has given me to try to make an impact. And I would certainly invite you to do the same.
We're rooted in the East End, driven by hope, powered by people. This is more than an organization. This is a movement, and we want you to be a part of it.
Fueling generational change through advocacy, education, and relationships that uplift families.
Fueling generational change through advocacy, education, and relationships that uplift families.
Fueling generational change through advocacy, education, and relationships that uplift families.
Fueling generational change through advocacy,
Fueling
education,
generational
and relationships
change through
that uplift
advocacy,
families.
education, and relationships that uplift families.
Generational change through advocacy, education, and relationships that uplift families.
We are AKZ, and we exist to fuel generational change through advocacy, education, and relationships that uplift families.